Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're tackling a bit manipulation problem called prime number of set bits in binary representation. It sounds like a mouthful, but let's break it down into simple pieces. We are given a starting number called left and an ending number called right. Our goal is to look at every single number in that range, including the endpoints. For each number we need to count how many ones it has when written out in binary. If that count of ones is a prime number, we add it to our running total. We just need to return that final total. So what exactly is a set bit? It's just a fancy way of saying a 1 in binary. If we look at the number 21, its binary form is 10101. If we count the ones, we see there are exactly 3 of them. So we say the number 21 has 3 set bits. That's the first step of our puzzle. Once we have that count, the second step is to check if that count itself is a prime number. Remember, a prime number is only divisible by 1 and itself, like 2, 3, 5, and 7. In our last example, the count was 3. Since 3 is a prime number, the original number 21 would be a winner, and we would add 1 to our final answer. Let's walk through a short example to see this in action. Let's say our range is from 6 to 10. We start at 6. 6 in binary is 110, which has 2 ones. 2 is prime, so that's a yes. 7 is 111, that's 3 ones. 3 is prime, so that's another yes. 8 is 1000. That only has 1 set bit. 1 is not a prime number, so we skip it. Both 9 and 10 have 2 set bits, which is prime. So out of the 5 numbers we checked, 4 of them fit the rule. Just a quick heads up, we'll be walking through the solution using Python, because it's really clean for explaining logic, but don't worry if that's not your main language. I'll be showing the exact code for Java, C++, and JavaScript towards the end of the video. The first approach mentioned in the editorial is wonderfully straightforward. They call it the direct approach. Basically, we do exactly what the problem asks. We loop through every single number, from our starting point to our ending point. For every number, we count its ones, check if the count is prime, and if it is, we increase our answer counter. No complex math required yet. Now, here is a really clever trick from the editorial that saves us from writing a complicated prime checking function. The problem constraints tell us that the maximum number we will ever check is 1 million. 1 million is smaller than 2 raised to the power of 20. Because of this, the absolute maximum number of set bits any number in our test can possibly have is 19. That means we don't need a heavy math function. We can just hardcode a small list of primes up to 19 and check against that list. Before we jump into the code, I want to quickly address why this channel looks and sounds the way it does. You can probably tell this is narrated by AI. I actually built this for myself so I could generate clear, instant explanations the moment a daily problem drops to help myself learn. It helps me study faster, and I upload them here in case they help you too. I don't put ads in these videos and I don't take any sponsorships, so if you do want to support me you can donate at the Buy Me a Boba link in the bio, but that's completely optional. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Alright. Here is the Python code for this direct approach. It's surprisingly short. Take a quick look at it. And then we will break down exactly what the helper function and the main loop are doing on the next slides. First, let's look at the helper function called isSmallPrime. Remember that clever trick we talked about earlier? This is it in action. Instead of doing division to figure out if a number is prime, we just check if it exists inside this predefined group of numbers. In Python, using curly braces makes this a mathematical set, which means looking up a value in it is incredibly fast. Now for the main part of the function. We set our answer counter to 0. Then, we start a loop that goes from our left starting number all the way up to our right ending number. For the current number we are on, which we call x, Python has a super handy built-in method called bitCount. It instantly tells us how many ones are in its binary form. We take that count, pass it to our small prime helper, and if it comes back true, we bump our answer up by 1. At the very end, we just hand back the final tally. Code can be hard to visualize just by looking at it, so let's run a really simple example through it line by line. Let's say our input limits are just 6 and 7. We start with our answer at 0. Our loop starts at 6. The bit count of 6 is 2. We ask our helper, is 2 in our prime set? Yes it is, so our answer becomes 1. Next loop, we look at 7. The bit count is 3. Is 3 in the set? Yes. Our answer becomes 2. The loop finishes, and we return 2. Simple and clean. One important edge case to remember here involves powers of 2, like 2, 4, or 8. When you write a power of 2 in binary, it always consists of exactly one set bit followed by zeros. So the bit count will be 1. A common mistake for beginners is thinking that the number 1 is prime. It is not. Thankfully, because we hard-coded our set of primes starting at 2, our helper function will correctly say no, and we will safely ignore it. Now that we got the approach done, I just want to mention the habit tracker I use to keep me consistent with coding and uploading, which is my app, my daily to-do. It's completely free, it has 0 ads, and I don't make a cent from it. It's just the tool I use to ensure I show up every single day. If you want to use it too, the link is in the description. Now, let's look at how fast this code runs. Let's talk about efficiency. The time complexity is big O of D, where D is simply the total number of integers in our range. Basically, the wider the gap between the left and right inputs, the more numbers we have to check. In a strict bit complexity model, checking bits takes a tiny bit of extra time, but for normal integer sizes, it's virtually instantaneous. The space complexity is order 1, or constant space, because we are just keeping track of a few numbers and a tiny fixed list of primes. We don't need any big arrays. Alright, that covers the Python logic. As promised, here are the full solutions for Java, C++, and JavaScript. The logic is identical, just translated to the specific syntax of those languages. I won't be breaking these down, so just pause the video on your language of choice to check it out. Here is the exact solution provided in the Leetcode editorial written in Java. It uses the built-in integer.bitCount method. Feel free to pause here if you need to copy it. Next up, here is the C++ version. Notice how it uses the built-in popCount function to get the number of ones. Pause if you need it. And finally, here is the solution in JavaScript. Since JavaScript doesn't have a built-in bitCount method quite as cleanly, we just use a tiny while loop with bitwise operators to count the ones manually. So, let's wrap it up. The biggest takeaway here is paying attention to the constraints. Realizing the maximum number of bits was only 19 turned a math problem into a simple lookup problem. Also, try to get familiar with your language's built-in bit manipulation tools, as they can save you a lot of typing during an interview. If you're looking for even more Leetcode problems beyond the daily challenge, I've started a second channel called Leetcode Unlocked, where I cover a ton of other popular questions. Check it out via the link in the description. Hope this breakdown helped. If it did, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. I upload these daily, so subscribe if you want to keep your streak alive. Also, I've put links to the tablet I use for planning solutions in the description if you're interested. Keep coding, and I'll catch you in the next one.